G'day guys, Paul here from The Hook and the Cook, and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm doing some beautiful mussels in white wine sauce. Going to cook them on the fire. I'm also going to do some smoked leeks to go with that. And if you can hear the noise in the background, a few of my neighbours are around and hoping to get a feed, so I'll probably throw a little bit over the fence. And we've got some beautiful wood fire bread to go with it. Okay, so let's do it. It's important that you get your coals fairly hot. These are perfect at the moment. They've been on for about, probably about 45 to 50 minutes. They're looking pretty good. So I'm going to grab some of these, pop them in the holes, and set my cooking station up. Now I'm just going to put the grate on now. Okay guys, first thing I've got to do is get this leek all char grilled up. I'm just going to leave all the green on it. And what's going to happen is it's all going to blacken, and then on the inside it's going to be absolutely beautiful and sweet. It's almost like going to be like a vegetable pasta that we're going to put at the bottom of the dish. So I'll just go straight on. Don't worry about it, just let it burn and just keep turning it over till it's completely blackened, and it gives it a beautiful smoky flavour. That's what we're going to put in our dish. Okay, so what we've got here guys is some beautiful mussels, and these mussels are actually in seawater, and they're from Port Lincoln in South Australia. They're grown on ropes, which is fantastic, and basically they don't need to be cleaned or scrubbed, they just need to be de-beard. I'll explain a little bit more about that when we have a look at them. As long as the dog doesn't eat them, I'll be right. Okay guys, let's talk about the mussels a little bit. These guys probably got a shelf life, like I said, around about 4 to 5 days, and they normally have the use by date on the packet. You can go and collect these obviously from rocks and stuff like that, but nothing better than getting them from South Australia, especially up here in Queensland, delivered fresh. Now there is salt water in these, but look how clean they are. Absolutely beautiful and clean. I'll show you the beard. There's the beard there, and what we do is just before we cook them, that's what attaches them to the rope. Now just to see if they're still alive, what we have to do is, you can see this shell's open. If we just tap it, hopefully you might be able to see him close. Slowly. I don't know if you can see that, but he's slowly closing. So I know he's still alive. If the mussels open when we cook, if they don't open when we cook them, we don't just discard them, we don't get rid of them, because it's a bit of an old wives' tale, to be honest. Normally it means that they're super fresh and the mussel inside the shell has actually held it really tight. So what we normally do if they don't open, just open them up with a knife, have a smell, and you'll know if that mussel's off. But generally, if you're going to throw them in the bin if they don't open, it doesn't necessarily mean that the mussel's off. It's a big old wives' tale, that one. Okay, so the only thing that I have to do to prepare these is just give the beards, rip the beards out of these guys, and then get them straight in the pot with some hot, sizzling white wine. So yeah, that's what happens. The steam actually opens the shells, and then we're going to throw our sauce through this. So I'll show you how we're going to go now. Okay, so this leek's time to turn it over, I think. Let's have a look. Really starting to get a really good colour on that. That's how I want it. Perfect. Time to start cooking the mussels now. Now it's really important that we get this pan really smoking. So I put it on the main fire at the moment. Get it really nice and hot before we add the mussels. And important that you get everything ready. So what I've got here is, as you can see, I've got some onions, and I've also got some garlic in the bottom. The first thing I'm going to do is throw these mussels straight into this hot oil, and then we're going to pop a lid on it. So in we go with the mussels, straight in there. Garlic and onions go on top, and then the lid goes on. Now I'm just going to let that cook for probably, just to build up a little bit of steam, get that heat going, and then what I'm going to do then is throw some wine in there, and what the wine will do is all beautifully steam and open them mussels up. Okay, just going to lift that lid off now. Some really nice smoke coming out of there. Any more white wine, just a dry white wine's really good. Beautiful. Now just going to give these a bit of a stir around, and the lid goes back on for about 3 or 4 minutes. The mussels will start to pop open. What I'm going to do then is, before they overcook, I'm just going to take them out and actually reduce this sauce down and concentrate the flavour. I'm going to finish it with a bit of cream. Okay, I'm going to check the mussels now. Yeah, they're looking good. Real good. All starting to open up. So what I'm going to do now is take all the mussels out of here and reduce this sauce down. I'm going to reduce this sauce so it gets a really nice reduction, probably by about 2/3. Then throw my cream in, basil, fresh herbs, and they're going to be absolutely beautiful. There's nothing worse than overcooked mussels. These are looking absolutely sensational. But as you can see, these mussels are just undercooked. If you leave them in for too long, they come out like little rubber bullets, so hopefully you can see that now. Okay guys, the mussel liquor's reduced by about, what, 2/3 now. So I'm just going to go in with my cream. There we go, in with the cream. Around about 300 mils, it's probably enough. You can always add more. And we're just going to let that reduce. Okay, so while that's reducing, just a little bit of olive oil. This is my favourite time of the night to cook, this time of the day, and that sun's just setting. And this fire keeps all the mozzies away. Now I'm going to pop these straight onto the char griller, but before I do that I'm going to rub a little bit of chilli on them. So I'm just going to cut the chilli down the middle, like so. And then what I'm going to do is just rub this bread with the chilli, and it'll just give it a really nice little spicy flavour. Without it being too hot, but you'll get like a little kick. Okay, straight on with the bread. Okay, the wood fire bread's on. Now it's just time for me to sort my leek out. So it's been steaming in here for a little while. Oh wow, beautiful. So I'm just going to peel all this off. Get rid of all the black, burnt sort of flavour. And what I'm after is what's at the bottom, or in the middle I should say, of the leek. So just trim the edge off, like so. I'm just going to take this green because it's not quite as tender as this white bit here. And then what I'm going to do is just cut these quite thick. Mozzies are starting to come out, got to be careful. Okay, and then this is just going into my bowl on the base for my mussels to go on. We're going to garnish a little bit on top as well, but this can go on the base. So there's a little sort of a smoky, sort of a surprise for Leah, next door neighbour. She's got a few friends around, I believe, so might as well. Always got to look after your neighbours. Okay, let's sort the mussels out now. Okay, so just give these mussels a bit of a toss. Nicely reduced. Just a little bit more cream, and then she's done. Okay, so in goes my parsley. Just give that a nice little toss again, and then just going to garnish it with that. Whoa, get that stick out of there. Just some torn basil, really roughly thrown in. This will all just wilt down as we toss that through. Okay, we're just going to serve that now to Leah. You can hear her kids are screaming in the background. She must be starving. Put these mussels in here on top of this nice smoked leek. Oh, look at that. How good does that look? Wow. Served with a bit of crispy bread. I think she's going to enjoy this. Just a little bit of sea salt on the end. Doesn't need much because there's always a little bit of salt actually through the dish. Yum. There we go. All I've got to do now is get that wood fire bread, put some of this smoky leek around here too. Serve that wood fire bread, and we're laughing. So there you go guys, beautiful mussels with white wine sauce and garlic and cream and some smoked leek. Leah, are you ready for this? I know that you've had a hard day with the kids. So I'm just going to take this over to Leah now. She's my neighbour.
Oh no, what do we have here?
Mussels.
Yes, yummy.
There you go, get into it. I'll pour you a glass of wine. You want a bit of bread, kids?
Yes,
There's
please.
some wood fire. Oh, it's got a bit of chilli on it. It'll be alright with chilli?
We'll find out, we'll find out. We gotta expand those taste buds, don't we? Oh, yum.
We'll have something to wash it down with, Leah, so might as well give you a nice glass of wine. Whew. I think I need a glass too. Might have a beer. There we go.
Thank you.
Well guys, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got time for tonight. We'll look forward to seeing you somewhere on the water soon. Okay, and from Laura, Lincoln and Leah, see you next Friday guys.
Bye.
Cheers. Say bye. Bye.
We'd like to give a big thank you to all our sponsors for 2019.